on this week's slate, conference rivals each coming in ranked in the top 25. Welcome, folks, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Over the middle, it's Horton. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone in your Kirk in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Back to pass. It's Simpson. Makes a quick catch. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires this throw and it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Shotgun to hand off.
In the era that we live in right now, Everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Breaks into the clear. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second and goal for the offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete. Very near the goal line.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
The incompletion sets up a third and goal from the 3. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. They finally tackled him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
The shotgun handoff here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. There's such a living history to this rivalry game. Kirk, they began playing back in 1893 and so many dramatic chapters since then.
You know, growing up in the Big Ten region, I always had an appreciation for the Iron Bowl, watching Auburn and Alabama every year. But really, it wasn't until 1996, my first year on College Game Day, when you and I were down there, watched it firsthand. It was my first experience in seeing it. And there's just nothing like watching Auburn and Alabama in person.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Simpson. The pocket breaking down. Caught by the receiver.
Well, quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. Trying to convert with a sneak. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the ground, running back has the handoff. The freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. With the catch, it's Williams. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
In the red area, it's Miller. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Simpson. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned it first down yardage. Set now, 5 wide receivers. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off here from the shotgun. Throws a stiff arm. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Grab down the middle. It's Singleton. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. For it on 4th and inches in their own territory. They're trying to sneak it for the first. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Cannot connect on his first throw. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now it's second down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Now here's the toss play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Pressure is coming. They hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Movement at the second level of the defense now. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Grab down the middle. It's Cobb. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Defense having to dig deep. Play number 13 on this drive. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. It's Arnold. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Will return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start.
here by the defensive coordinator, and you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Receiver makes the grab. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. First play of the drive. They start at the 28. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. But over the middle, it's Howard.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Cobb. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? It's Arnold. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play. Begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. Takes the handoff. It's Miller. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense been back. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds. yards after a really nice gain there.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Defense is coming after him. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
To the air, it's Simpson. Pass rush closing in. And this time it's complete. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, tied.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Now, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
They tackle him at the 38. A solid gain. Nice play there. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pop over the middle. It's Coleman. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Arnold. Lets him fly to the wideout. Money catch! Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Missed opportunity to make this a 1-score game, still losing by 11. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for a halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Cobb. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play play of the drive now, coming up from the 17-yard line. Quarterback, pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Defense does a really good job here of sitting back in zone coverage, making the windows very tight in the middle of that secondary, and it's tough for the quarterback to make that read.
Looking to pass here on second down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw. It's Arnold. Big throw over the middle. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Too early to false start. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Option look. It's Arnold. Breaks loose at the 40. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Really nice job on the execution here by this quarterback to be able to pick the first down up on the option play. You know, Auburn, Chris, over the years, they've had some great throwing quarterbacks, but really the dual threat guy, I think, is the thing that stands out and can hurt a defense.
That's caught. It's Thompson. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's first and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. They'll start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Receiver grabs it. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
They've been in the red zone 3 times and have 3 points to show for it. Can they punch it in here on second and goal? Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, this guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Back in motion now. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Space. It's Miller. They'll bring it down right at the 30-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
just got it away.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
They pick up the first on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's Simpson. The ball is picked off. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense in one play.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Shotgun, he'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The shotgun running play call. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Using his legs, it's Cobb. And the tackle with a nice pickup on that running play. Here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. On the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. Tackle, but first down.
It's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass, it's Arnold. Touchdown, Auburn, to put them on top now.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. They convert the two-point try.
Chris, I just love the call here in the second half. You're up by a point. Why not go for two? Push it to a field goal game. Good call by the head coach. I'll tell you what, this is going to be an interesting finish. We got a good one on our hands here, Chris.
Bringing it out, it's Adams. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Quarterback operating an empty set. First down, looking to throw the ball. Ran by the receiver. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. He's picked for a third time tonight. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 35. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up. Set up at the 26 with
throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
So it's second down and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's Simpson. Sure hands. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
You maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Over the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Coach, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Leaning on the run game here late. Gains 9, so it's second and 1.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Hands off to a fullback. They try them little, but stuck for no gain. Crucial moment late in the game. Third and inches. Which side can impose their will? It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on third and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock.
right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds in closing this game out.
They'll set up with PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes a quick grab. Second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Completion makes it second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
But a few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pulls it in. It's Horton. Defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Back-to-back deep shots. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Throwing for it. Bringing pressure. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So out comes the field goal kicker. He makes it. This becomes a one-score game. This to make it a one-score game here in the final minute and set up an onside kick. You got it. The field goal's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
that one was touched before it made it 10 yards. So, yeah, the penalty marker is coming out. Now the coverage seemed a little bit eager there. Got to make sure the ball travels 10 yards before touching it. And the penalty will ruin the chance for a recovery and set the offense up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. He decides to keep it here. And is able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
They're trying to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. In the clear at the 25. One area steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you. But I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch. And now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.